Hey yo, young Loren, take your time. Before you know it, it won't be long before you're on an island and you lost with some guy named John. Throwing shade, about to hit the walk in a shack low, wasting away, and they won't stop once they get you out there. There's nowhere to run, cause there's no running water, nowhere to piss in a pot. And there's no running water, nowhere to piss in a pot. Nowhere to piss in a pot, no running water, nowhere to piss in a pot. Nowhere to piss in the pot, no running water. Nowhere to piss in the pot. Nowhere to piss in the pot, no running water. Nowhere to piss in the pot. Nowhere to piss in the pot, no running water. Nowhere to piss in the pot.
Welcome everybody to 90 Day Fiancé Fridays. We're here with Shabooty, Captain, and Gina. Should I give shout outs to our live listeners? That would include, I know Lana's here because she was watching she paused the Olympics to be with us, but there's Lana, Amberlee, Iggy, Pineapple Girl, and Sophia.
Hey,
and
everybody.
And we're
hey,
missing
everyone.
and we're missing George, but we'll have to fill in his shoes.
Yeah, we'll try to survive, right?
We got some big shoes to fill, according to Captain, with his feet size.
Yeah, Captain's on top of all of his like designer clothes and wear. Anyway, yeah, okay, so the first topic is like, it was some tea that I kind of broke, which was Rick, who has like a million jobs. We know he's like an Uber driver and a tap dancer and a wig salesman and everything else. But apparently back in the day in the 90s, he was, well, I'm not really like, I know people are super into like wrestling, like professional wrestling, like they know the lingo. There's like a jobber and a heel. But anyway, I think he was a jobber. But anyway, we can goof on him all we want, but he went by Brian Boyer. And he had matches versus like world famous names. So let me just read my caption from Instagram. I basically said, Shabooty exclusive, Rick from 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days was a professional WWE wrestler in 1993 versus the biggest names in the world like The Undertaker and Razor Ramon. I said, I have several sources confirming Rick was known as Brian Boyer in the WWE. He also went on to wrestle in California in the independent wrestling scene under the name Sexy Rick Sadist. And I basically just said, if I knew that earlier, I'd been more reverential toward him because I know I was busting his balls a lot. So yeah, he was in some major wrestling matches with like some of the biggest stars in the world of wrestling. So what do you think of that news?
Well, who would have thunk it? I mean, he is up there in age, so if he started wrestling, back in the day,
93, I was like 9, I think.
Yeah, and then I know Starcasm did an article on it as well, but they basically just like, they gave me my credit, but they basically just rehashed what I had spilled already. But anyway.
Yeah, your credit, but everybody else, we're left in like the dark and the shadows.
I have to say though, apparently I was annoyed at one thing where like, as soon as I don't know who, maybe it was just a random person on social media, so they're nobody important. But as soon as I posted it, apparently somebody like DM'd George and they said, hey, I don't think that post that Shabooty posted about like Rick, I don't think he's Brian Boyer because the ages don't match up or this is some bullshit. And it's like, if I post some tea, your first response shouldn't be DMing George just to try to like discredit it. Like, what kind of hater shit is that bullshit? Do you agree?
Well, where is Captain? She's pretty vocal. Where did she go?
Oh, we lost Captain. I'm like talking to myself.
No, it's just like, wait, this is pretty quiet. What is going on? Because usually she would like jump in there. I'm surprised I didn't say anything about George's feet.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I had a call in the middle of that. Somebody called me and I was trying to like deter the call, but my technical yeah, I'm not that smart, so I didn't know what to do.
Wait, Captain would have already jumped into this conversation.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's been a kind of an off evening. So yeah,
I get confused when I get two calls at the same time. I'm like,
yeah, I panicked. Like, I saw a call. I saw the call coming in, and I'm on the Zoom, and I started panicking, and I'm like, oh shoot, what do I do? What do I do? I didn't want to have the call and be on the podcast with the phone call.
It'd be a 3-way phone call with your caller.
A 3-way the whole conversation. But
Mm.
yeah, we were talking about Rick and his wrestling career.
Yeah. What was the last thing you heard before you got
Um,
disconnected?
I know I said he's up there in age, so I could see him starting his career early in the 80s, like late 80s, whatever.
Mm.
And then I know Gina said something about, oh, we got to fill in for George. Something
True.
about,
And okay, I think
Big shoes to fill. Yeah.
the one thing you missed, I think, was I was saying I was annoyed because like after I posted it, and like posting tea is it's like an art, and it's an art form, and it comes with a lot of haters that try to discredit you. So then, like, as soon as I posted the Rick was a professional wrestler in the WWE, somebody, probably just a no-name person on social media, like DM George and was like, "Hey, Shabooty's post, like, I don't know if it's accurate because I don't know if the ages match up correctly." And then, but I'm annoyed at that because I'm like, so after I post some tea, your first response is to DM George to try to like discredit my tea. Like that's some hater bullshit, is what I was saying.
oh yeah. I mean, you people should know by now. You don't post shit unless you're 100% sure of what you're posting, because anything could be fact checked. So you're not going to discredit your reputation by posting something that's not checked thoroughly,
Mhm.
and then turns out to be a lie. And then you look, like, okay, well, Shabooty's posts usually turn out to be a lie. There's hundreds of podcast people and post people that post shit that turns out to be, lies, just made up crap. So they're
Mhm.
not credible. They're not credible people to follow. But I think you have the reputation that if you're posting it, there has to be truth to it, because
Mhm.
you're not going to risk your reputation by posting stuff that you don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, and then in the off chance something errant gets posted, like, and I realize it's like there's an inaccuracy in it, you will see very quickly be taken down. So if anything stays up on my page longer than like a few hours, it's 100% legit.
Yeah, like if you post something and then something like there might be like a part of it that's not
Mhm.
right, not completely
Yeah,
false, but
yeah, like there was one thing where
Fabricated.
there was one thing like it might have been last weekend, but like I did a post. It wasn't up very long, but like I did a post where it's not that it was inaccurate in the sense of like because it was a multi-pronged post. But anyway, I posted. The only thing I had wrong was like I thought they had filmed the last resort tell-all already because there were people in New York, and then when I made a post about it, but then I found out quickly that it wasn't the tell-all. It was like they do like pickups or whatever, pickup interviews. So apparently they flew them to like New York in January to do pickup interviews. That's when it's like almost like a testimonial interview. But anyway, if you had paid attention to like Ziad, I think it's Ziad, Rebecca and Ziad or whatever, Ziad's like account, he was in like Times Square in January. And then if you paid attention to Shekinah, she was in New York hanging out with Nikki Exotica at the same time Ziad was in New York to do the pickups. So then I did a post. The only part I had wrong that I said it was a tell-all, but it was for pickups. But they were all in New York in January. So that part of it was like accurate. But I took it down because the tell-all part was wrong. But anyway, it was interesting that a bunch of all last resort people were all in New York in January, and that part was legit. So even when I get something wrong, there's still like half of it that's still right. So anyway, that happens though. But anyway, do you want should we move on to the next topic, which I think is Loren?
yeah, let's dig in and
Yeah.
see what's going on with Lauren. He's always interesting. He's
Yeah,
always
he's kind of a mess. Like I'll admit though, I mean, I've done a ton of in the last week. I did a ton of Loren posts. Um, so apparently, well, let's back up. So when we interviewed Loren with Jean, Jean was mostly in the background. She did like introduce herself to us. You go back and listen to our podcast with Loren in the last month if you missed it. But I didn't realize like Jean was like a full-fledged like social media influencer type. Um, so apparently she had, well, we'll get to it, but she has slash had a Facebook page that I think had like 14,000 followers. So apparently she's been like cooking up a lot of reels or videos with like Loren. Um, and I started reposting some of them where some of the reels. So one of them, like Jean makes like morning coffee for Loren, but really it's just like this like powdered milk beverage that's like which she calls coffee, which was some bullshit milky substance. Um, at one point they got fried chicken together. At one point she does a video where she has a really harsh accent. So she says she isn't stopping Loren from using his porn, but really she means phone. Um, and then there's a video where they adopted a dog. And so anyway, like Gene was like all the rage on like social media lately, getting tons of views and attention. But then I checked in the last day, apparently Gene's like Facebook account has like disappeared. I'm assuming it's just deactivated temporarily, but it's a shock that Gene's Facebook account is gone right now. So I don't know what's exactly going on yet.
I mean, you never know with Loren what's really going on per se.
Hmm.
I find it crazy that after you FaceTimed him, and I guess she must have came up with the idea of, you know what, if you're giving
But
Shabooty an interview, we can make money off of this shit because apparently you got a lot of people interested in your in your life and your what's going on in your life. So I think that's when they decided to do their own thing
Hmm.
and make
to
little.
jeopardize on like the money train, basically.
Yeah, to monetize on his fame. But little does she know that nobody we created Loren's fame, you know? This
Hmm.
is where Loren got his publicity from. Otherwise, if Shabooty wouldn't have revived him with that FaceTime call, nobody would be talking about Loren right now.
Hmm.
No, not
Yeah, people, but when they saw Shabooty's interview and stuff, they were like, "Oh, this looks like an interesting thing to hop onto." And then he started getting all this, stuff.
attention.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, like everyone in the comments were like, "Oh my God, what's a?" Well, everyone wanted to know like Jean's Instagram account, but I don't think Jean even is on Instagram. I think she was only on like Facebook. But everyone in the comments were like, "Where'd you get these videos? Where'd you get these videos? What's Jean's Instagram? What's Jean's Instagram?" So everyone was like all excited to like look up Jean's content. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, we always have put Lauren on the map and everyone's interested, but now like Jean's Facebook is gone. But then also, I guess I didn't really iterate it enough. But like, I think the reason a lot of people are like spooked or alarmed by the videos are because like Lauren is very like a lot of time he's kind of like despondent in the videos, or he's like not his chipper self, or he's like out of it. Allegedly he looks like drugged out. So he's like very out of it and like not dizzy, but just kind of like zonked out.
And he
And
does look a little thinner than he was. Like he's
yeah,
lost some weight.
yeah, he looks thinner. So yeah,
Well, if you
everyone's.
remember in the video, he said that he didn't like the food.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he was this when he was over there with Faith, he had the food and he was, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't that imagined. I mean, granted he probably had money to eat a little better than what he has now.
The boy, didn't he bring like $10 with him? He had
Yeah.
$10 in his pocket.
Something ridiculous like that. But I'm
Mhm.
saying with the TLC camera crew there, you could probably say, okay, well, he's probably not eating like what was he was eating pancakes and shit like that. He was eating a little better. But
Mhm.
now it seems like he's not eating at all.
Yeah, I don't know. But then like I think Gene was saying like he's always on his phone playing like games on his like cell phone and shit. But yeah, he definitely isn't him nor his normal self. Like he's not happy. But then it was weird. Like his haters though, well, like the people that like him are concerned for him. They're like, oh, Gene is like taking advantage of him or something for social media clout. But then the people that hate Lauren, which is still a lot of people hate him, and they're like, no, he's using Gene for like a place to live, and he's trying to avoid paying his child support and screw F him. So
I
he has
mean,
like haters.
it's a slippery slope because a lot of people that see his videos and he does look a little bit out of it, like he doesn't
Hmm.
know exactly what's going on around him, which is concerning being that he's so animated and so lively all the time. In
Hmm.
his videos he looks very like broken and just disinterested, and his eyes are all over the place, and it is worrisome because who knows what you know what I'm saying, if they're using him for financial gain
Hmm.
What
or
financial game? He don't got money.
No, but
well,
for like no, because I think
Oh, but like,
Gene had
but
like monetize Facebook,
Yeah,
probably.
like, to monetize him, or not even that. Who knows? Like, what what goes on in the ins and outs of Loren's life. So who
Mm,
knows what's really going on? I mean, I don't want to say he's on anything, but he just looks very disoriented, like he's not himself.
yeah, like he's a little out of it. I did do like a Facebook story kind of saying the same thing before we kind of started. Let me see if I could find my own Facebook story. I said real quick, I said, all jokes aside, I'm now concerned because Jean's Facebook isn't up anymore. That would be like a narcissist like Jasmine went. That would be like if a narcissist like Jasmine went dark. Wouldn't you be concerned? And I said, I hope Loren is okay. I even texted him as much and no response. So yeah, like I wasn't really worried about it, but the Gene's Facebook page going away or going down or being deactivated, like that was a little concerning, I guess.
I'll
I
see if I can find other, like
I hope he's
her other
not
social
getting.
media.
I hope he's not getting the same treatment that Paul was getting in Brazil, making home videos with cousins and stuff.
Oh
I
no.
no, don't say that,
I mean, it
Captain.
is that brings in money.
But we do know Lauren is like he'll anything with a pulse, he'll do whatever.
I mean, up until it's against your will. It's all fun and games until somebody forces you to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hopefully he's not being trafficked or whatever.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope he, licks his wounds and, comes back to the States and gets help or whatever it is he needs financially. But I,
Mm,
I worry about, him being over there. There's really no laws. It's very easily to slip through the cracks in those places.
hmm Oh, like let me see if I don't know if I could find it, but like there's one person that was in my DMs that was like they were telling me about like the area that like Lauren lives in, like the part of like Philippines. Let me see. I don't know if let me see if I could find it. Hold on. I probably should have pre-screenshotted it. But anyway, they were saying like the area of this is just like paraphrasing off the top of my head. Oh, I think I found it. Hold on. Well, I found it. Give me 1 second.
Hmm.
Of course when you need something like Instagram loads all slow.
Just don't get a phone call.
True. Okay, I think I found it. So somebody asked me like which part of the Philippines Lauren is in, and then I got this info from someone else. So it says like Philippines has three major islands, and I may be mispronouncing these names, but like Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And then Lauren is in the Mindanao uh, island, and that is a southernmost group of islands. It's mostly Muslim and is quite notorious for having a lot of armed conflict.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
by the
concerning.
way, Pineapple Girl just DM me and saying like Jean just posted something on Facebook. So I get, does that mean Pineapple Girl, does that mean she activated her like Facebook again?
I'm looking into it. I'm on it.
True. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's activated. It's back up again.
Yeah,
Yeah, she deactivated, now it's back up. What a fucking clout. That's like a clout chaser type move, right? To like get attention.
I mean, depends what she posted up. It could be her phone was cut and
No,
services
no,
are
but if
down.
if your phone's
Facilitate.
cut, your Facebook account doesn't go away.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that is true. See how bad I am with technology?
Oh, you know what it is though? I think what happened is like Pineapple Girl, tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe they had like a flood because it says, Lord, thank you for not abandoning us. Even though we suffered, at least you are always there to guide us. And she's posting a video of like floodwaters. So
Yeah,
maybe,
Pineapple Girl saying they had a typhoon.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So the next thing is a GoFundMe.
Ding 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 ding. It's either
Damn.
gonna be a GoFundMe for the help or Lauren is sick and needs medication.
Mm. Oh my
So
God. I'm looking at another video. This is
I'm looking
crazy.
at the
Like
video.
after we finish the podcast, I gotta post some of these videos, but like it shows like Gene is in like some, like they're I don't know if it's a hut, but they're like it's all mud is inside of it and shit.
I
I mean
wonder
there's
where that. the
There's
pancake stand was going to be at, because I'm watching the video right now.
Gina, their typhoon is easily to prove. All you got to do is look up the area they are in the Philippines and see if they had any kind of typhoon.
I'm sure they did, because let me take a look. But no, I wasn't laughing at the fact that the typhoon happened. Like Portugal's going through a freaking hurricane right now, but I'm just laughing at the fact, wondering where this pancake stand would be, because the video that Jean posted look like everything looks disheveled prior to any
Didn't the pancake
typhoons.
stand get dismantled?
Yeah, but I'm wondering where it was, where what would
Like,
be.
I'm gonna post I've never really updated my Instagram during a live podcast, but I'm gonna try to. But like I'm gonna post a video on my Instagram of it's not a video. I mean, I'm gonna post a photo of like Jean and like Loren, but it shows, I don't know, I don't know if she's like smiling. It's the after the typhoon, but I don't know if she's like smiling or not. But it would be kind of odd to like it would be it's odd if you post like a photo after a natural disaster and you're smiling in it, which that's what it kind of looks like.
Especially after she's just thanking God for her being alive.
Yeah, like that's like some like psychotic shit, right? But I'm gonna post the
Yeah,
photo.
it was a tropical storm, Kenya, um, across southern Philippines.
Mhm. But like, so was it a typhoon or not? Or
A tropical storm and a typhoon are two different things.
Well, the news are all saying that I put typhoon into Google, right? Like typhoon Philippines, and all the sources are coming back with tropical storm.
maybe they're putting typhoon because that's more dramatic and they're
Yeah,
putting donations.
typhoon will get you more money than tropical storm.
Yeah, like all the news sources that like top stories, or it's like it all says like tropical storms, like a tropical storm.
Mhm.
But then, oh, that's from 2005, 2000 last year. But yeah, everything is saying tropical storm, like PBS,
Mhm.
and whatnot. So everywhere else is like saying tropical storm.
Mhm.
Well, let's not discredit, because a tropical storm in a very poor area could be a monsoon. So to them,
Exactly,
to
exactly.
them, it could just wipe. Heavy rains could just wipe out the whole town.
Mhm.
So mudslides and things like that. So let's just put that in the back burner for now and see what else she posts.
True. Well, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna as I'm doing the podcast, I'm gonna post this to my Instagram right now.
And the thing is, like, they're not to say that like it's saying on Wikipedia that the Philippines is a typhoon-prone country with approximately 20 tropical cyclones entering its area of responsibility per year.
Yeah.
So they get hit quite a lot with typhoons. So sometimes it's just like if they don't have it really well, I don't know if they have TVs or not, because looking where they were at, it didn't really
Yeah,
look like it.
they were shitting in
So it
hole.
could be, yeah.
They were shitting in a hole
It
in
could
their living room. I doubt they
it
have a
could be
TV.
that it could be that they don't have TVs, so like so they don't know what to call it. So that's why they just call it like a typhoon versus a tropical storm.
True. And to our live listeners, go to I posted on my Instagram at Shabooty.com if you want to see the photo that I was talking about. I just find it odd that like Jean or whatever has like a sort of like a smile on her face after the typhoon.
That's creepy. That's creepy, because I don't know if I've ever seen anybody smile after all their lively belongings were just wiped out.
Hmm. Yeah, that's like psycho behavior, right?
That's not good.
Yeah. So anyway, go look at the photo on my Instagram. But yeah, I captioned it breaking prayers for Loren and Jean for surviving the typhoon in the Philippines, prayer hands emoji. So anyway, now we know why they were off Facebook for like a day.
Off the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right.
that was some exciting. Thank you, Pineapple Girl, for like helping us break some live breaking news.
Yeah. So we will patiently wait to see what kind of GoFundMe comes up after this.
Mm,
It's like, oh, it's a blessing in disguise. Let's now do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, now we need to GoFundMe to get the roof over our heads back, and the spot where we were shitting in the living room is wiped out.
And
Now we
we
gotta,
need a new pancake stand.
yeah, we gotta dig a new hole. So we need shovels.
yeah, we need a new pot to piss in. So anyway, yeah, that's the Jean and Loren news. That was exciting. Live breaking news. Okay, the next topic, which is we didn't do like a B90 before the 90 days recap episode. So the main kind of points of topics are basically Lisa and her wig that she was like wearing for several days in a row before she took the wig off. That was probably the biggest scene of the episode.
I mean, I just feel that she's a little bit of a TMI person
Hmm.
because she was giving us a play-by-play of that wig and how long she's had it and the sores and the funk and the mold and all
Hmm.
kind of
And the
shit.
smell.
Yeah, and the smells. She's lucky she still had hair after that. I mean, it sounds like it was an awful experience. I couldn't imagine wearing a wig for a week straight in that heat.
Hmm. And the Nigerian heat.
What? I mean, without taking it off, just straight for a week?
And I'm assuming like it never got nothing really got washed up there or whatever in any shape
Yeah,
or
but the
form.
sweat under that thing must be
Yeah.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying though. Yeah, like it's not like the hair. If she didn't take it off, she didn't wash her head in any way.
Well, she did wash her hair in the sink as opposed to taking a whole shower, which I found kind of strange, but I
Hmm.
guess to each his own. She washed her hair in the sink. It didn't really look like she shampooed it clean or anything. She just did like just a little rinse off, rinse off the funk type of thing.
Oh, gross, 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 gross,
Yeah, and then she's like, "All
gross.
right, I'm ready for my close up."
So all right, I'm ready for you to stick it in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he was traumatized when he saw her without that wig. I mean,
Hmm.
I've
It's
never
like
seen
he
so
looked like he saw a ghost. Like,
I've
Yeah,
never seen somebody so disappointed.
yeah, he was like, "You're disrespecting me," almost.
Yeah, it's like you look so much older. And to be honest, she looks old with or without the wig. So
Yeah, I made like a tweet. I mean, I can go through all my tweets, but well, actually, I should go through one tweet that was actually exceptionally funny. But hold on one second.
yeah, and read the comments on the tweet
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, hold
or
on.
on the post.
Okay, yeah. So there was one where I said, "Without the wig, Lisa's looking like a Dick Tracy villain," which is a classic movie. But some of those comments say, "Yes, oh my God, sir, she's rough all around. I can't even watch this season. It's like they picked people from a hat. I can't tell if that's a bad or if his reaction is what is making it bad. Um, let's see. Sorry, you need to stop, but continue. Um, that's exactly what she looks like. I couldn't put my finger on it. As a Gen Xer, this tracks. I suspect she keeps her appearance plain to keep from men being attached to her. I'm betting she's been through some trauma. Um, I can't unsee it. I think she looks better without the wigs. I thought she was prettier with no wigs, so natural. Um, anyway, laughing my ass off. Shabooty been on fire with his roasting lately. Keep it up. So
she
anyway, yeah.
she actually had a live going on today about 8 p.m. She
Hmm.
was going live on her
TikTok.
yeah, her TikToks.
Hmm.
I completely forgot about that, but I don't have TikTok anyway. I had posted that she pulled her wig back and found two flies fucking, and everybody thought that was hilarious. I put the two
Yeah,
little
I
flies on there.
I thought that was a funny tweet. You did, yeah.
I put the two little flies on there. But he was so crazily like upset about that whole wig situation. He's like, "You're not coming with me without that wig." Imagine
Hmm.
having to put that funky thing back on your head in that heat.
True. And then some other comments on my other post about her. I said, it was because I was like, I was eating dinner while I was watching it. So I said, I'm trying to eat dinner and this rat's nest is what I'm forced to look at. So some of the comments said, "Yike! I could smell her through the TV. I was gagging the whole time. She looks a lot older than 52. I gagged with her talking about the wig." Daniel's quote, "You look like an oldie." Reaction was priceless. Um, Should have saved some of that money for pro extensions, I guess. This segment made me itchy. The part that was gross and sad at the same time. And what else? My hair is like this too now from chemo, but I brush it and wear some type of covering with my when my wigs are off. Um, let's see. I was like barf the entire time. I just know it was funky with all that sweat. So yeah, I guess we catch the drift.
Yeah, and she was so proud to say she had scabs and sores and
Mm,
Battle wounds from the wig.
mold,
mm,
asbestos.
Well, I showed Captain. I don't know where the picture came from. It's on Facebook somewhere. I don't follow shit on Facebook or no spam pages. And she has two of the lesbian symbol tattoos on her neck.
Well, she's a
uh,
lesbian at heart.
I
mean,
know, but I'm surprised, Captain, you didn't clock it. I was just
I know,
like,
right? I was so focused on that rat's nest she was peeling off her head.
And then shifting gears, I tell me if I'm wrong. Like, was this the same episode where like Rick forced Trisha to put on like a Tarzan outfit? Tarzan and
Oh,
Jane.
good grief.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Like he was too cheap to buy a bathing suit, but he has like a sexual outfit for her.
Well,
Please, go to that spirit Halloween after Halloween was over.
Mhm.
nah, he went to the bargain bin over there at Party City and said,
I don't think they
give
have
me
a
one.
party city in Madagascar. I'm telling you, you went to Spirit
No, he
Halloween.
brought that with him. He traveled. If he traveled with a tarp, he traveled with the costumes. That's probably
Mhm.
not the first one he's made her wear. He's probably
Well,
taken dozens of change up stuff, and now it all makes sense that his name was Rick the
mhm.
Sadist. You know?
Yeah, sadist. Yeah, sexy Rick the sadist, and also yeah, I mean if he's into wrestling, which is like you kind of got to dress up in fake shit. So
Yeah, he probably makes her wear the mask. Remember the wrestling mask they used to wear in the
mhm.
Mexican wrestling matches?
Yeah.
Nacho
Yeah,
Libre.
Nacho Libre. He probably makes it dress up like Nacho Libre.
Mhm.
We got to post that. Shabooty, post that up
Uh,
about his wrestling. Call him Nacho
Yeah.
Libre.
There used to be a wrestler that I used to have a
mhm.
crush on when I was like a teenager. Well, maybe I was like 18 because I wasn't allowed to go clubbing until I was 19 because that's the legal age. And he was like Hispanic. His name was like Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah, I've heard of that name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mysterio. Mysterio.
Sure.
Um, yeah, so that makes a lot of sense now that he's into cosplaying shit.
Mhm. Like it's I don't know why TLC didn't showcase his like wrestling past more
Well, he's
deeply.
probably not proud of that. He's like, you know what? Throw that in the archives and burn it. Put that in the
Uh,
back of
Well,
my mind.
one fake reality show for men, wrestling, and then you go on to another 90 Day Fiance. More
mhm.
of a reality show for women. So he's flattering both best of
Well,
both worlds.
he probably wasn't really good at it. So,
Mhm.
he probably was like, okay, don't showcase that part of my life because I was
Yeah,
really
he was
bad.
like yeah, because he was like a heel or like a jobber. So like meaning like it was his job to lose basically.
Okay, so yeah, he's probably like, don't. And then that was before he got all his aesthetics done to his face or whatever he did. So,
Mhm.
he didn't want to look average because then we'd be like, okay, so now you look like this.
Yeah, like well, I don't know. Well, maybe his wrestling past is where he got his Drake McRib abs from, right?
Did Captain lose? Did we lose
Did we
Captain
lose
again?
Captain?
No,
Yeah, no.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was waiting for a response. I said, "Is this is his wrestling past where he developed his McRib Drake abs?"
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle. It looks like a Ninja Turtle outfit that he's wearing because he has the abs, and then you see the little stomach on the sides like poking out, like it's not
Mhm.
abs. So yeah, he didn't want that wrestling to come out to the open because he knew we were going to be all over him with that. But now that it's out,
Mm-hmm.
people are going to be like I personally said to Shabooty's tweet about that. I was like, as if we needed another reason to cringe.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I feel you. It is cringe, but at the same time, like I still think it's pretty, like to have wrestled like the Undertaker and Razor Ramon are like probably like top 5, top 10 like wrestlers of all time. So to have wrestled them is even though you're just like a heel to lose to them, that's still impressive to say that you've wrestled them, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed of it. I think if that's what
It's an
people,
accomplishment.
yeah, people
Yeah.
love wrestling, and there's all kind
Mhm.
of like low budget wrestling that people do in community centers and set up rings and all of that stuff. I used to watch that
Mhm.
stuff on TV. So yeah, I don't see why he'd be ashamed of that. That could be people might have known him more and rooted for him. People that have seen that.
Mhm. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. Was there anything else? Let me see. I guess I'll look at my tweets. As far as B90, if there's anything else we want to talk about. Like I did a tweet. I said, let's see. I said this is about Emma. I said between the wig and makeup, Emma looks like Dollar Tree Pocahontas. Um, and then I did a tweet about I keep forgetting her name, but the chick that's with Javon. But I said she's a
Oh,
sour.
Annalyn,
Annalie, or
and
yeah,
Annalise, something like that.
Yeah, Anna Lynn or whatever. I said she's a sourpuss and she's always complaining and she has a pretty damn big ego to boot. And then in my Instagram caption I was a little harsh. I said I don't even remember her dumb name, but anyways, her incessant whining 24/7 makes me want to shove chopsticks in my ears. So yeah, she annoys me. But then
Yeah,
everyone in the I'm not saying everyone in the comments though hate like Javon way more than her.
I think Javon is just like because he of his going online to how to be a masculine man type thing. He comes across as forcing his relationship.
Mhm.
Like they don't believe him, and then he has a lot of weird gestures that he does when he's talking with his head that come
Like
across as not very
Mhm.
masculine at all.
like it's weird. Like I was on his. If you look on his Instagram, like you see older photos of him, like he was thinner and stuff, and he kind of like back. When he was thinner, he looked. What I'm trying to say is like when he's thinner, he looked cool. He had like a good look about him. He was cooler looking, and then now I think he's a little like frumpy. So now I think now that's why she walks all over him. But I feel like if he gets back to how he looked like
I
5 years ago,
I don't think it has anything to do with his looks. I think she's just a
but I'm saying
predator.
but it would help his confidence, I assume. And then then she wouldn't walk all over him as much, hopefully.
Well, we would have to have some kind of feedback from any past relationships he's had to see how that worked out for him, because we can't base his we can't base it off of this relationship he has with her now, even though he's
Hmm.
according to him they've been married for like forever and
True.
never met. So
Oh, by the way, I was having a DM conversation with somebody, and because like nowadays, like 90 days, like extra fake, like it's like super fake these days. So anyway, I'm sure if like Chat GPT'd it, because I've already Chat GPT'd it like earlier in the week. But if you Chat GPT, like, is it? Or I don't know what you put in, but you put something along the lines of like, I don't know if legal is the right word, but does Alabama? He's from Alabama, right?
yes.
Yeah, so like you'd say like does Alabama recognize like online marriages or something? And then I'm pretty sure the response you'll get is like no, like Alabama does not recognize any kind of online marriage or wedding ceremony or whatever. So which
I
is
mean, does
weird.
anybody does the US recognize online marriage from any state with an international spouse? Can
I
that
don't know,
possibly
but
be done?
especially Alabama doesn't recognize it. So like that thing could be some kind of a storyline. I don't know.
I mean, there was such a thing called mail order brides. So perhaps that's a derivative of a mail order bride. You
Well,
just get married online.
mail order bride is like you find a chick, then you bring him here. I think that's just like a
Yeah, but you got to marry them to bring them here.
it
yeah,
it
but
just says that Alabama does not perform fully online virtual real-time video or Zoom wedding ceremonies. However, it is simplified paper-based process where couples can download, sign, and notarize their marriage certificate online. So what they could have done is they could have done all of that and like just did a Zoom wedding ceremony or whatever and
Okay,
renewed
well,
vows like that.
let me. So I put in early in the week, I put in, does Alabama recognize online marriages? And it says, here's how Alabama treats online marriages under current law. No, Alabama does not itself recognize or allow marriages performed entirely online within the state. Under Alabama law, a fully online marriage ceremony where the legal marriage happens just by video or internet alone is not recognized, is not a recognized way to get legally married in Alabama. To be legally married in Alabama, you must complete and notarize the state's marriage certificate form and have it recorded with the county probate clerk. Simply exchanging vows online without meeting these requirements does not create a legally valid marriage under Alabama law, which is my point. So so I'm saying like hit the online thing, wedding, marriage, not whatever, marriage could be bullshit.
No, but what I'm wondering now is what if he got signed the marriage, he sent her the marriage certificate to sign and it got it notarized there. And then he signed his portion and got it notarized and then submitted it
Yeah, but
into
then
Alabama.
that could be just for domestic marriages, interstate. But I don't think that's gonna fly with international marriages, because if that's the case, people will be bypassing the K-1 visa petition and just going straight to online marriage and bringing your wife over instead of having a fiance and do all that stuff. So that doesn't ring. I
Mm.
don't think that might ring true for international
So
marriages.
I just put in Google, does Alabama online marriages internationally? Um, does not directly perform online marriages via video, but it allows couples, including international ones, to complete the legal process remotely by filling out, notarizing, and mailing a marriage certificate. The
So it
marriage
said it does
becomes
allow.
legal. Yeah.
But
Oh.
you have to have the marriage certificate already. So that means you have to get married.
The marriage
So
becomes legal when the document is properly recorded, which is generally recognized internationally.
so what that means is you go to the Philippines, you get married in the Philippines, you come back with your Philippine marriage certificate, and then you do the process online and they'll record it as a legal document that you brought, but you have to have a marriage certificate. So to have a marriage certificate, you have to have a marriage, a wedding. You understand? So when did they get married? Which I believe, and he this is not his first time going to the Philippines to see her. He's seen her before. And they got
Mm.
married and they did the paperwork online. Did
True.
everybody leave?
No, we're
No,
here.
no, we're here.
We're just
I'm hearing
reading.
you out.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're both kind of reading like AI responses that are like contradicting each other. That's why we're kind of confused. But anyway, we could dig into it more for a future
Yeah,
show.
I guarantee you, especially in this climate right now that we're having in the United States, nobody's getting married online and it's being recognized. Will the documents be processed for you online once you obtain them? That is a possibility. You bring your Philippine marriage license and process it through the channels. Yes, that could be a possibility. But they're not going to marry you over the internet with an international spouse and then give you a marriage certificate, because that defeats the whole K-1 process.
Yeah, if I had to guess which camp I'm in, I think I'm agreeing with what Captain Picard is saying. But
Yeah.
anyway, let's keep going though. So what else? Let me see if any other tweets. No, I think that was most. I think we pretty. Was there anything else that happened in B90 that's worth talking about that you even remember?
B90. Which are the other couples? Did we cover all the couples from B90?
Um. Oh, one thing we need to talk about is what's her name? Emma finally had sex with Ziad.
Ah, there. I knew we were missing
And
something.
in the size
Of her
of her
hand.
hand.
That, and I have to tell you, being a woman of experience, that is something that I have never found myself doing. Regardless of the experience I had, I have never dogged out somebody that I slept with and been like, oh, it was so small or it was so big or nothing. I think that especially to do it on national television, that is a whole level of immature and classlessness.
Yeah, because
And
I made a post where I shared like that photo of like who's the daughter of Ozzy Osbourne.
yeah,
Oh,
I can look it up.
I was gonna say Sharon, but that was his wife.
what's
Oh,
to say, Megan? No, not Megan.
mm,
Kelly Osbourne.
Kelly
Yeah,
Osbourne.
there it
it's a
is.
photo where Kelly Osbourne after Ozempic, she has like everything about her is small, but her hands are still large. So I said, Emma, unless you got Kelly Osbourne hands, that's an insult.
Yeah, I mean, he could have, he could switch it around and say, well, it's not that it was small, it's that you had a wide vagina, or that
Mm.
you can fit open an umbrella in that bitch. That's how wide you are, because that to a woman is an insult for a man to tell you, well, I don't feel nothing because you're so wide. But then for her to come on TV and say, oh, well, it fits in my hand, but you want to marry him, but it fits in your hand.
Mm.
Come on. And she's one of the most disliked cast members in my book. Like, there's nothing, absolutely nothing authentic about her or her relationship, and I stand by that. That's a fake relationship. That's a fake
Well,
relationship.
she like apparently like her videos with her wigs and shit are getting a lot of attention. So now she's like she's she's basically embracing the clout off the wig. So now she just posted, I think she posted a new video where I haven't seen the full video. I only saw the beginning, but I guess she bought like a new blonde wig. So she's making like new wig videos. There's an old wig video with a blonde wig, I think, but there's a new one she just recorded. So now she's doing like more wig video content. So she's unveiling her newest blonde wig.
We're
Wait, was
gonna
it a meme or like did she
Not,
actually work at Party City or was that
oh,
just
that
all
was a
for?
meme on my part.
I think that we're going to find out what's under the wig once she starts getting hate tweeted, you know, because that's going to be her perfect excuse to say, well, I have such and such, and that's why I wear this wig. And then we're going to stop being mean to her about her wigs, because I've seen people wearing wigs before on the shows all the time. It doesn't look like there's anything under that wig, to be honest.
Hmm.
It doesn't look like there's any kind of hair or wig cap under that wig. She looks like she's completely bald under that wig.
Yeah, she looks like,
There's something going on that she's
yeah.
being discreet about it, but it will be like a lot of people do on this show. Once they start getting the heat, they develop some kind of illness or something, or
Hmm.
the truth about why she wears the wig will come out, and then all the hate will go away, because now we can't crack on a person that's
Yeah, especially like if she like lists a medical reason or something.
yeah, if it's a medical reason, we can't, crack on them. But for the most
Hmm.
part, she's, standing by that she just likes wearing it. But I guarantee you there's nothing under that wig, because the way it sits, you
Hmm.
can tell that there's nothing. And then her face, like her eyebrows, she has no hair on her eyebrows.
Hmm.
So that means the hair is missing, the eyebrows are missing. The lashes, you can always put fake lashes, but there's something going on.
Well, her eyebrows need to definitely get fixed or microbladed. You can always microblade your eyebrows.
Yeah, but she looks like they're just painted on. There's not even hair to shave off and then paint back on. That's why her face looks so weird.
Yeah, well, and then I don't, and again, not to like, not to dunk on her, but, and I don't like her like the way she does her makeup around her eyes. Look like she has like raccoon eyes and shit.
Well, the makeup around the eyes is probably she doesn't have any bottom lashes. So
I'm talking about like the eyeshadow or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
yeah, and that's the eyeshadow, the heavy eyeshadow, whatever. That's to compensate for the brows that are missing. It's
Hmm.
all a distraction.
Yeah.
but there's something else going on with her. And I mean, until we know, we're just assuming that she likes wearing ill-fitted wigs.
Mhm.
You
True.
know?
Anyway, I think so. That's the Emma news that she banged. What's his face? So,
Yeah, she banged him, and now she thinks that it's marriage, and he told her he only wants 7%. It went from 0 to 7%.
true. Yeah, he got some punani, but he ain't still ain't trying to lock it in.
He didn't fuck that girl. Come on. There's nothing about him that says he was gay, especially if he's in his religion and he's very
I don't know.
conservative, whatever.
I believe he banged her because she's the type to like sleep with the dude on the first date type of chick.
She will, but there's some people who have standards. And they're like, you know what? I stand by my religion. I'm not going to give it to you because if I give it to you and you don't like it, my green card chances are going to go down.
True. Well, I don't know.
And
I think he slipped it in, but that's my opinion.
he might have saw it. He might have had a look at it, or he might have showed it to her. But if he
I
wants
don't
to get,
know. Like, okay, that's me. Do you see the? Did you watch the way he like pours like tea? He does it all fancy. Like he lifts the tea kettle up in the air, and then like the pours like real. If the fountain of tea like pours down all long and shit. I feel like
he's weird all around, bro.
I feel like he's like a showman. So
But
Yeah,
with the
but
tea, that's like tradition. That's what they do there because I've watched plenty of
yeah,
soaps, like
yeah.
Turkish soaps and stuff like that, and they
mhm.
they do
Or
that
he's
with the
probably a
tea.
server. He's probably a server at a restaurant, and they do it
I
for
thought
like
he was a server.
Mhm.
the effect, they pull it out,
Yeah,
pull it down, whatever.
true.
But
All
if
right.
he had a banged her, he would have said it first. He would have been like, "Yeah, we made love and it
No,
was great."
he would have went to the producer and be like, "Smell my finger."
Yeah, he looked like that's what I say. He looked like McLovin from Super Bad.
Yeah.
Smell my finger.
I know Sherry's in the comments laughing. Let me double check. So, where's Sherry? I thought you were gonna put a laughing comment in there anyway. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah,
that's that.
we didn't do the Lauren. Oh, that's the other way. Lauren Beer Can. Somebody
Oh,
forgot Lauren Beer Can.
oh yeah, we forgot about them.
Oh, we got to touch on them because
You got to touch on that.
he's hitting her with all the red flags.
Yeah, like that thing. His arguments were all stupid. Like, anyway, yeah, like, I,
He's a gambler. He
mm,
gambles away all these businesses supposedly he has. He doesn't. His logic about gambling does not make
mhm.
any sense. He has that I don't give a fuck face. Like, yeah, I
Like, yeah,
gamble
like he talks about gambling like it's like a
like a
solid
job.
like occupation and shit.
Yeah, like a profession.
Hmm.
And you were so good at it, you wouldn't be living on your friend's couch right now, and your businesses wouldn't be shut down.
Yeah, it's
All
one thing.
three of
It's
them.
like it's one thing if you're like a world famous like poker player or some shit. It's another thing if you're just betting on like games, which I think is that's what he said he was doing, like betting on like games and stuff.
Yeah, but if you're so bad at it, you're any good at it, you wouldn't be destitute.
Hmm.
And looking for somebody, you're in debt 50 grand and you lost all your businesses, you lost everything you lost family and friends over it because you probably borrowed money that you never paid back.
Hmm.
And now you're talking
Like
about you're a professional gambler.
yeah, again, my in my opinion, I think he's like yeah, I think he has a gambling addiction. And then also like when I did like I think it was the Doug meme where I don't know. I did like a Doug meme with him, and then basically I was pointing out his gambling addiction, and then he like blocked me for the meme. So he's very like if you make fun of him for his gambling addiction, he'll like block you. So he's very sensitive about it, which I think means it's very
I
real.
mean, yeah, he's gambling. It's not our problem. It's his problem. If he's mad about it, he should get that. He should get help for that because there's
Mhm.
help for gambling, just like there's help for any other addiction.
Mhm.
Especially if you don't have any money to gamble with and you're bad at it, you should consider something else. Maybe get help. Now he's got this woman over here, and he's hitting her in the head. He's for 50K, and if
Mhm.
you bring me to the U.S., I'm gonna gamble too. That's like, okay, he's already putting the nails in his own coffin. Because who's going to bring a man to be a burden on them that you got to be responsible for and has an addiction, especially a gambling addiction? He can sell you shit. Remember, Ronald pawned his mother's refrigerator.
But I think it's a no-brainer. They're not together anymore, right?
Probably not. A lot of these couples seem like they just came on the show to fill in some slots that they didn't have, anything
hmm
to do, because that Greta situation, that shit was terrible.
hmm
For the last show, they seem like they're just putting people in just to fill, the hour.
Yeah, like it seems like every season nowadays is like I forget how many couples there are on each season on average, but like if there's like what well, hold on, let me see. Let me look at I did like the other way thing. Let me see.
Yeah, well, there's also, we
This-
forgot Sheena and the other cat,
They
Forrest and
weren't
Sheena.
on.
So
Were
like
they
on
on?
the other way there's like six couples. So like nowadays I feel like if there's like on average six or seven couples, let's just say six for the sake of argument, it seems like five of them are like total horseshit,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bullshit ass
pretty
relationships, like
much.
just for the show, and then there's like one real one.
Yeah, we're pretty much down to that. That's what we've deduced to our 90
hmm
Day franchise. You got to guess which is the real couple out of
hmm
the six that are bullshit.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's
playing Where's Waldo?
Yeah, like where's
yeah,
Waldo?
like most of them because like that's and again I hope you don't have your hopes up for the single life because that's literally what the single life is going to be because it's like fucking Liz is on there.
Recycled.
Yeah, like it's like no, but it's like it's total like
It's like
it's
playing musical partners at this point.
yeah, it's basically it's like yeah, like Liz, I know you have a fiance, but we're gonna get you a nice actor hunk of a guy, and you'll go date him for a few weeks in Dominican
Yeah,
Republic, and then that's gonna be a whole season where it's like total fucking horseshit. So yeah, it's like most of the couples on the show now are fucking bullshit.
and the swapping out couples. They
hmm
just keep moving them around like musical chairs. Okay, we're gonna put Sophie with Pedro. Now we're gonna
hmm
put Jamal and Veronica. Now let's switch it up. Now let's put Natalie and Josh. And
hmm
it's like garbage. It's complete garbage. And I mean, the single life and the Galentine shit, that's not even
hmm
worth watching. That's not even worth watching. But because our podcast depends on it, we have to suffer through it.
Yeah, we gotta watch it to be able to make fun of it.
Yeah,
So
exactly. We got to suffer through it but we're watching just to get content for our
hmm
show, not like we're looking
yeah,
forward to it.
yeah. Like if we didn't have like our podcast and
If
our
we didn't have a
Instagram
podcast
and
to
our
do,
Twitter,
I wouldn't watch it. I would have gave up a long time ago.
yeah, if there was no social media, no podcast, like I definitely like for example, the other way, I would definitely stop watching if didn't have content to make for it.
The other way, yeah, I would stop watching. Sadly, the franchise ran out of
It's
couples.
ran its course.
It ran out of couples, and now they're just giving us the same people. I mean, Jenny, they should have been
hmm
put her out to pasture. Her and
No, and
Celine.
then, you know what's annoying too is like, and I know like yeah, I know like they filmed the tell all a while ago, but it's like even if you have to film like some like updated footage like as an addendum, like one-on-one interview after the tell all, like give us a fucking interview with Jenny and talk about her real health situation. Like for them to not spill the tea on that is bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They keep putting this poor woman in front of this camera and the same storyline over and over again. Sumit's mother hates me. I don't speak the language, the culture, this every year after year. And you can see that that it's chipping away at her, but it's her
Mhm.
only source of income at this point.
But I'm just saying like I'm annoyed at the fucking tell all where it's like, and again maybe at that point they were, but it just proves how like they're not very in what's the word where you're like pay attention to fine details. But anyway, they don't pay attention to the fine details of like because if I was Sean Robinson and I'm interviewing Jenny, and I realize like she's responding slowly, I may like stop and say, "Hold up, like Jenny, like are you okay?" Because your response times are very like slow and slurred and shit. And then you would get the tea on like, "Hey, what's going on?" Maybe she doesn't know at that time medically what's going on, but like at least it's a topic. But it's like that was the biggest thing people were curious about from Jenny and the whole tell all. We didn't learn anything about it.
Oh, we just learned that now she's thinking about divorce with Sami. I mean, come on, give me a break.
hmm
You know?
Yeah, so that was disappointing. All right,
Yeah,
should we move on from B90 or whatever the fuck?
that's the other way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever's coming up
Anyway, the next
next.
topic. Okay, did you see the? Well, I guess this is back to the other way, but like somebody had told me about it, but I guess when I watched it, I didn't catch it. But did you watch the video of Greta being a snack jacker?
Yeah, she waited till the shit was over and cleaned house.
Hmm.
That's gonna be food for her and her friends for like 2 weeks probably. They look like
Yeah,
they dumpster dive too.
there. I think there's like a Yiddish word for it. She's like a schnurra. That's what they call it when you like love free shit.
Yeah, well, they look like they do a little dumpster diving, in the high end areas, supermarkets where the people claim that they throw away. Remember that show,
Hmm.
Cheapskates?
Oh yeah.
People claim they go to the high end areas where the supermarkets throw away barely touched fruit and shit like that. They look like they get together on the weekends and do dumpster diving.
Yeah, so that did you see the like parody like Interpol wanted poster I did of
Yeah.
her? That was good, right?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm busting her balls, but don't worry, Greta. And this actually applies to like Chloe as well. It's like if you don't like the memes being made about you, now that your season is over, like give it one more week and no one is gonna like post jack shit about you.
We forget. We forget people so quickly, and then TLC knows that because then they'll wait it out
Hmm.
sometimes, and then they'll bring them back, and they're like, "Oh shit, remember this person?" But
Hmm.
they seem to be losing their touch on these last shows because they keep bringing them back. I don't watch Pillow Talk anymore. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
on the TV, and right before the show starts, Pillow
Hmm.
Talk is ending, and you catch a glimpse of what's there. But Jasmine and Matt on Pillow Talk,
Yeah, I was gonna. You took the words out of my mouth.
that is, I mean, come on.
Hmm.
I'm glad I didn't watch because I was like, get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't watch Pillow Talk.
I
Hell,
don't
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
either.
even
watch
watch
it.
Diaries.
I leave it on so I don't miss the beginning of the show. And right when Pillow Talk is like maybe 10, 15 minutes to go, I turn it
Hmm.
on to the channel and you get to see like the tail end of it.
Yeah, like Jasmine being on there's extra annoying.
That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. But I don't know. These people got TLC in the headlock. These contracts that they must have signed are like you can't break that contract for shit because you're stuck. TLC's probably like stuck with these folks for years.
True, yeah. They just recycle the same bullshit. So yeah, that was the Greta the Snack Jacker video. Go, it's on my Instagram at Shabooty.com if you haven't seen it. It's kind of funny. She's filling up her giant red bag with like snacks from the craft table services table. Caught on camera, and then I guess the editors were like, "Yo, we should leave this in because it's people because then bloggers will make fun of her."
I can see her when she's on the plane ride going back to London or whatever, asking the
Mhm.
flight attendants for more snacks and trying to steal them.
Yeah. So okay, there was that. Okay, now did you see the? I guess he posted. I guess Tyray went ahead with this like hair transplant. Did you see any of his videos and shit?
I can't watch that.
It was all bloody and stuff.
Yeah, I can't watch that. Why didn't he go to Turkey and get it done?
It seems like the whatever boutique in Atlanta probably like gave him a deal.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
that video is jarring to watch. All right,
Mhm.
that hair transplant shit. No way. He's just sitting there like, you know what? It's. I mean, hope the results were worth it to be honest, because he's a nice guy, so
Mhm.
he deserves good things.
He's,
But
he's 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 not being shy though because like he also posted like a photo of him with his like shirt off, and he showed off
yeah,
his like his moves. So he's not very like
yeah.
bashful.
Well, you know what, Shabooty? Sometimes when you're getting paid to do things, you'd be
Hmm.
surprised. You'd be surprised at the shit people do for money. I mean, we've watched a lot of these shows,
Hmm.
and we know that the reason that things are being done is because there's money involved. But normally people wouldn't do that. You got to
Yeah.
show that hair transplant. That is horrific. That's nightmare fuel. And then
Mhm.
you got to show your body going through a transformation that most people would like it to be private. I mean, look at Laura from the other way. She
Mhm.
took her new boyfriend to a consultation about her belly getting a liposuction or whatever,
hmm
and he's never seen her body before, and you posting this on television. I mean, it comes to a point where people lose their dignity and their pride over money.
Well, wasn't
Yeah.
Laura's friend from the States or whatnot? Where is he? Because wasn't he supposed to go on this trip?
I guess they penciled him out at the last minute.
Yeah, that's
He
weird. Yeah,
was
he's
going with her to Turkey.
true. And then also we're still waiting for like who's the chick from Hunt for Love again?
Oh, that
Oh, Elise.
Elise,
Elise, yeah.
Elise and
We're still waiting for Elise.
her international man.
But I think like somebody a blogger posted that she'll be coming up in like a future episode or something. So
I tried looking on IMDb if they had the stuff updated, and they don't. I think they
Well,
only
you know
have
what?
until.
Yeah, you know what's a good indication that they're coming up? That Greta ended. Well, their season ended.
What do you mean, Greta? No,
I
no,
mean,
no, no,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no. They're on
Wrong
before the
show.
90 days.
wrong show, wrong show.
Rick
They're
or whatever
coming.
his.
Yeah, what show they're coming on to next?
B90.
B90 before the 90 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna make a slot for them.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Trish said to Rick that like she's like, I'm done, I'm over. I don't like no.
Yeah, so maybe Rick's storyline ends
I'm
and then they
taking
start with
Rick and
Elise.
Trisha's spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen because you know how many people haven't said they're done and then they go back. Then they
Mhm.
go back. I'm taking
True. Well,
somebody else's spot.
anyways, yeah, the Tyray video's on. I posted. I can't remember. Oh, did you see the like? I turned one of his photos of him into like a hip hop album cover. Did you see that meme?
No, I don't frequent. I don't really hang out in
Well,
Instagram these days.
true. Well, anyway, everyone go look on my Instagram for. I did like a hip hop album cover for Tyray after he got his like hair transplant, but even though he still had his bandages on his head. So anyway, check that out. Let's move on though. Okay, so and then speaking of like a topic worth moving on from after 5 seconds, Natalie was at kind of like a Grammys party, but I don't think it was like an official Grammys party, and she was with some musician with like 1,500 followers on Instagram or something.
She looked all wasted. You see her face? Like she's
Mhm.
been dragged all around that club by the hair.
Yeah,
Looks like someone drove over her.
she looked like Lauren in the
She,
Philippines. No, I'm kidding.
she looked like a groupie that they just
Mhm.
let her just be groupie.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know. Yeah, so she looked like a mess, but I posted
Yeah,
it
she
on my
does
Instagram.
look wasted, Sherry.
hmm So there's that. Okay, next topic, which is okay. Before we have, I guess this is the last topic, but before it's another the other way topic. But before the show started, I did like a tier list, and that's basically like you break the cast down, and then you rank them on a tier list. Like so, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. So like, let me see, hold on. So there's like it goes beyond A tier. So there's D tier, C tier, B tier, A tier, and S tier. And S tier is like the top. S tier is like A plus plus tier. So then I like ranked all the couples on the other way. Um, so I did like, and let me read my caption real quick. Um, hold on. Sorry, dead air. Okay, okay. So here's my caption. I said, here's my 90 Day Fiance the other way cast tier list after it was all said and done. Who do I have too high? Who do I have too low? Admittedly, the criteria was a smorgasbord of things. Am I friends with them? Their storyline this season, their tell-all performance. Do I want to see them come back? Is there still a new story arc to uncover? Are they a vomit and or are they likable? So anyway, the way I kind of ranked the other way, in my opinion, some of them, I think there's a lot of arguments to be made. But anyway, S tier, I put like Summit and Jenny, mainly because they're like almost grandfathered in. But admittedly, they weren't good on the tell all. But overall, I still like seeing Summit and Jimmy. So I put them S tier. A tier, I put Chloe, mainly again because, well, opposite of Jenny and Summit, but because of the tell all, I put Chloe in A tier. I think like she was the star of the tell all. She did really, when she broke down crying, that was entertaining. The way she was yelling at Madeline to shut the fuck up, that was good. She was sassy. And yeah, she's cute. So that I gave her A tier. For B tier, I put Johnny mainly because I'm friends with Johnny, but that aside, I think Chloe wouldn't have been as good if it wasn't for Johnny being kind of a train wreck. So he gave Chloe a lot to work with the pregnancy news. That was like the bombshell, the tell all. So that was good. So Johnny, I feel like earned his B rank. B rank, I put Patia mainly because I'm friends with her. She's friendly on social media. She laughs at memes. She's cool. I like her. I think I'll get to Dylan later, but I put her B. B, I also put is it Michael, the dude that was with Greta? The fact that I can't even remember his name is fucked up. It's Michael, right?
I think
Or
so.
is it Matthew? Or it might be Matthew.
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 Okay, yeah, Matthew. The fact I don't remember his name means he probably shouldn't be in B tier. But I put Matthew in B tier mainly because he's like a likable guy. He also followed me recently on Instagram, and that helps. Anyway, I put him in B tier, and I feel like he got fucked over, and he should have been bullied by Greta's mean girlfriend. So I put him B tier. That was a little charity though. Dylan, I put C tier. I mean, he's a nice guy, but again, like his name, I couldn't remember on the last podcast, so that's like a knock. So he's C tier. He's kind of not that interesting. C tier, I also put Luke. I think compared to Luke or Madeline, I guess I'd rather watch Luke than Madeline. So I put him D tier. D tier, which is the final D tier, I put Manon and Anthony mainly because I can't stand them two vomits. So they're automatically D tier, and I think they're one and the same, meaning like you can't say Anthony's great and Manon is trash, but because Anthony basically cribs and like mirrors Manon. Basically, they're one and the same in my book. Greta I put D tier just because I think she's full of herself. She has no personality and she's shitty to Matthew and she sucks and she kind of used him without taking much accountability. I put her D tier and also D tier. Last but not least, I put Madeline just because she's kind of a epitome of being a vomit. She's a vomitous person, so she's a D tier. So that's my rank. If you want to see the visual of that ranking, go look on my Instagram at Shabooty.com to see the full tier list. So that's that. Any comments?
No, I had seen that earlier. I'm like, okay. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Very self-explanatory.
True. Are you ready for, speaking of non-self-explanatory, are you ready for strip club reviews?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's finish this out. So let's see. The name of the place is Keeper's Gentlemen's Club. Do you want to guess, JLP? Should I give you a clue? You there, JLP?
Yeah. What city?
No, well, I'm going to give you clues and you have to guess. But the name of the place is Keeper's Gentlemen's Club. But I'll give you a clue. I'll say like
Keepers?
Keepers.
Okay.
Keeper's Gentlemen's Club. I'll give you a clue. It's in the Northeast. Okay, guess.
Keepers. Give me a city at least.
No, you're going to guess the city.
No.
But the
Oh,
clue is like Northeast.
Northeast.
No, you're going to guess the state, I think.
Boston.
Boston's not a state.
Massachusetts. Listen, you know how long it's been since I've been in school? I'm about to do my 54th orbit around the sun.
True. Okay, well, it's not Massachusetts, but I'm sure they're like not far from
they're not far.
Yeah, they're not far, but
okay,
it's not
next
Massachusetts.
to Massachusetts is Maine.
No, but I'm sure it's not far.
And my last choice is, well, we did Rhode Island the other day, so I don't think that. You know what?
You better get
Keepers.
ChatGPT. You better get ChatGPT to get you a map. No, I'm playing.
I know, right? I'm about to start getting tutored.
Okay, you want me to give you another clue?
Okay.
One
I
more
have another clue. Go ahead. Say your clue, Shabooty.
Oh, well, my clue might give it away. If your
Yeah,
clue,
mine too. Mine too.
Maybe not. You know, I'm not the brightest bulb in the lamp.
okay, I'm just gonna give you a clue, and then if it just gives it away, whatever. Or it may totally throw you off, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Okay, the clue is Hartford,
Connecticut.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Darcy and Stacy.
Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, but though the actual city, do you want to guess It's not Hartford though, but it is Connecticut. But do you want to guess another city in Connecticut, or should I just cut to the chase and tell you which city?
What?
Huh?
Another city in Connecticut.
Yeah, it's not
Ano-
Hartford.
Okay, another city in Connecticut. I'm gonna say Milford
Yeah, it's Milford. You got it. Ding, ding, ding. How did you know Milford?
because those are the only popular places. It's either um
Stanford.
Hartford, Milford, or um
Stanford.
that yeah, Sanford.
Yeah, I don't think I would have. I know Hartford, but I don't think I would have known Milford.
I
I've
would
been
have
to
known
Connecticut.
Stanford because I think Maury was
Stanford,
still
yes.
then.
Stanford and
Maury.
Hartford and
Mm,
Milford. It
true.
all
All
ended
right.
Fords.
Well, if this strip club is in Milford, hopefully that means there's some MILFs there. Oh,
It's probably a MILF club.
yeah, hopefully. Let's see. So next, you ready? So Ray, you ready for the reviews?
All right, let's go.
Okay, and yeah, P.S. I don't know what happened to Cocco because earlier she said she was going to join. But anyway, let's,
I was looking for her today. I was like, okay, well, you know.
yeah. So anyway, here's the first review. Let me focus in. Um, Bella is hella hot. She can give me head anytime. 3 stars.
We started with 3 stars, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, might not be that bad.
true. Well, this one, it's from Fred Flintstone. It says, Barney and I had a great time. Love the girls. Yabba dabba doo. 3 stars.
Barney and Fred Flintstone.
So
Where Wilma, come get your boy.
true. Okay, this one's from Bobby. It says, very pretty girls, but not sexy. They're overdressed for this type of club. Stage also is set too far back. A sort of quote sleepy, quiet place. 2 stars. Um, let's see. This is from Nacho. It says that Bella is so screwed up. Dick by day, crack by night. 1 star.
Nacho Libre. He says she gets dick by what is it?
She said, it was said, this Bella is so screwed up. Dick by day, crack by night.
Crack by night. So there's drugs. Yes.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly. Well, wouldn't it be the other way around though? You do crack in the daytime and then strip at night. All right.
Or get dick at night or something.
Yeah, you get dick at night at the strip club and then you do crack in the daytime.
I don't know, unless it's butt crack at night.
Oh Jesus.
All right, this is from Chris. It says, most of the girls are overweight and very pushy. The music sucks too. 1 star.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Our bingo, Amberlee, our bingo card is getting full,
Mm,
and we're only on the third one.
I guess this is from Megan. It says, I danced at this dump and I made no money. There's no one in this place to even make $1. Don't waste your time. The music's is stuck in the 70s. The bouncers are getting paid off of the VIP room, or the bouncers are being paid off in the VIP room. 1 star.
Bouncers are being paid off for what if there's nobody in there?
I don't know. All it says is they're getting paid off in the VIP room. All right, next review from Petty. It says, yeah, that same dancer tried to hustle me with her fat girlfriend. Stay away from her. Don't waste your money. 1 star. This is from Jim. It says, I was there last night. They only had 3 dancers out of three. Sorry, I was there last night. They only had 3 dancers. Out of the 3, the only one that was half okay looking was a black girl. 1 star. Let's see. This says not curly. It says, you're kidding, right? This place blows. 2 stars. This one's from Ryan. It says that dark-haired girl from Ruby's, Kendra. Don't waste your time. Cute but dirty. 1 star. This is from Drive By. It says, good to hear girls speaking English, but 4 out of 5 were overweight. The one that was not, sorry, the one that was not was too thin. Where are the knockouts? Beamers, or maybe even bummers. I don't know. 2 stars. All right, this is from El Jefe. It says, I'd like to see some more Latinas and less chubby white broads. If I wanted a chubby white broad, I'd stay home. Oh, I guess that's his wife. That was a good one. I like that. Okay, this from Stan. It says, not only are Brooke and Dallas dumber than a doorknob, but they are both psycho. 1 star.
Yeah. This place doesn't seem like it fits our usual list, but it's okay.
All right, here's from Don. It says, um, how do these girls make money? They overbook dancers, only a couple of good looking ones. 1 star.
Mm, I have a
Um,
couple. At least I have a couple.
this is from Skid Row. It says, it needs better looking bartenders, and they need to retire some of the old hags they have here. 2 stars. Let's see. Not and this is from Darian or Darren. It says not only are the girls overweight, but they can't hold a conversation. Are most of them drunk or just that or is that just how they talk? Like there's some like racially tinged comments in here. It says like, are they drunk or is that just how they talk like they're black? So I don't know what's with that shit. Let's keep moving though. This is from Chester. It says nothing good comes from here or through here. 2 stars. This is from Petty. I don't know if I read this or not, but it says, yeah, that same dancer tried to hustle me with her fag. Oh, I think I read this already.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
next. Okay, it's from Nathan. It says, got to say, I met a new skinny hot brunette who gave me a BJ for 50 in the parking lot. She says she's not making any money working inside the club. A+ for her excellent BJ, 1 star.
They're taking their business outside. Like, I'll do it in the car for 50.
hmm So, okay, this is from Nathan. It says, I got to say, I met. Wait, did I already read that? Oh no, sorry, I was about to reread the same one. My bad. Uh, okay, so I think we're down to the last two. Down to the last two reviews. Okay, this is from Romeo. It says, "Give Bella some dime bags, and she will be on her knees with no hesitation." 1 star.
That's good. That's
hmm
excellent.
And then the final review. It's from. Hold on, 1 second. It's from KOMED. I don't know that. It says, I miss Bella. Gives the best head for $50. 1 star. So see, that's about it. So it seems like Bella is the star of the ball and
Yeah,
she gives head.
Bella's racking up them $50 blowjobs. They add up, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you do 10 a night,
Yeah,
that's some nice
exactly. And
cash.
blowjobs at night, you go home, because the club seems like it's not doing any business for the strippers. So
hmm
no customers, nobody's, making it rain on you. You don't want to go home broke after you already made the effort to get there.
hmm
So yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't like I don't know in Connecticut. Yeah, I could have done a better job, but I didn't. Sorry, I got the multi
No, I
day.
mean,
My bad.
I don't. We don't really know much about Connecticut. I think I might have been there once in my life.
hmm
They had a nice beach when I was growing up. It was called Sherwood Island. It was a
hmm
really nice beach. My dad used to take us to. Of course, it was the fancy area, but yeah, I've never known too much about Connecticut. Long Island either. That's another place I am not too familiar with.
True. So let's just read some of the live comments before we end it.
I'll
Colleen
send the
said,
pictures on Patreon.
true. Yeah, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/ 90 Day Fiance Fridays to join the Patreon to support the podcast. Let's see. Colleen says no strange smells. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about like stinky pussy, no strange smells. Amberlee says no cops. Let's see. Amberlee, another blowjob. Amberlee says if I hear cops, I'm finishing my beer. Amberlee, I forgot dirty and fat. Oh, wait, for Amberlee's drinking game in George's absence, I've got questions. Let's see. And some, yeah, we didn't talk about, there weren't any bugs, but there are drugs. We didn't really talk about STDs, but we did talk about the drugs. A lot of giving head. A few 3 stars. Oh, Colleen says S tier stands for superb tier, but I like to call it A++. Anyway, same difference. Natalie finds someone to pay her bills every time, doesn't she? Uh, it's okay, Captain. All the shows just flow as one for me too. Um, Ty says she couldn't watch the hair transplant video, but she does love Tyray, but no. Lana says she can't watch it either. Let's see. That's why we need you hosting the tell all Shabooty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Uh, and I don't know. I guess that's I mean, I keep scrolling back, but I think that's most recent comments. Let's see. All right. Oh, we didn't really talk about Sheena and Forrest, but I don't think did they even do anything?
They weren't on this
They
week.
didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Yeah, and what's his face? Like Stig hasn't been on in forever either.
Oh, right. The Stig and Aviva chick.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the story they're gonna take away.
Mm.
Wrong show, Captain.
Oh, God damn it. For the love of Pete.
What do you mean wrong show though?
Well, because she was like, "Oh, it's Stig," and I'm like, "Oh no, right, right show. Sorry, that's my bad. I worked like 15 hours yesterday, so I'm
Yeah, so
beat.
yeah, see, Captain, you weren't wrong, don't worry.
You weren't wrong.
I wasn't
Sorry.
wrong?
No, you
No,
weren't
you
wrong.
weren't wrong. I was wrong.
Oh, look at that. I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
True. Oh yeah, so Gina posted a picture in the Patreon, I think, and she just texted it. Yeah, it looks just like a store, like in a shopping center, but then the windows are like blacked out, so you can't look inside and shit.
It looks like a fucking mini mall in a mini mall nail salon where like they have like those like
Yeah.
undercover like massage parlor places.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it's 12:40, which is still a lot of times we finish up around 1, so it's only like 20 minutes shorter. So I think we still did a solid long enough show.
Yeah, that was a good one. Nice and sweet.
Yeah.
True. All right.
Nice,
Well,
short and sweet.
Yeah. So
oh yeah, and there's not going to be like a Sunday podcast because there's not going to be a Sunday night Fiancé.
yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be
what starts next week?
Oh, Single Life.
Single Life.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
But they're gonna aren't they
damn
doing
it.
something else before the Single Life starts? The Galentine thing with those three.
No, that's just no. It'll be Single Life Monday, I think.
What are they doing with those three goons?
That's just a way to promote Single Life, I think.
No, it says it's only them three.
Valentine's or something like that.
Yeah. It's
Either way, it's
three.
to promote whatever it is. It's to promote.
It's
the
to
purpose
promote the
of it is
Single
to
Life.
Oh God, those fucking gargoyles. Oh my God.
You're gonna have
God.
those
gargoyles.
I mean, Vanya, I could see her on Single Life because she was okay before, even though she was kind of desperate at the end when she got that big old dude, whatever. But the rest of those people don't need to be on Single Life. We don't need to see this all over again. But I guess there's no point in complaining about it because it is what it is.
What's it called? Angelica, she's the one. Thank you, Angelica, for she's the one that the video I posted of like Greta being a snack jacker. That was like Angelica's video where her voice is heard on the video. So that was good. Thank you, Angelica, for that video. Oh, and she says, January, Angelica says, good night, guys. She says, good night. Great show, like always, guys. Lana says, nice show. Amberlee says, next show I'm using I can't as Gina's drinking word. Sherry says, good night, everyone. Oh, and then let me do one quick like birthday shout out. Let me just make sure I have my information right. Oh, yeah. A huge happy birthday. I think her birthday was like the end of January, but I'm a little late to the party. But huge happy birthday shout out to Kat. So Kat, huge happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kat.
Yeah. And I think that's it. Anything else before I end it?
Oh, we figured out catchphrases. For me, that's great. I can't, and I'll get on that. So
True.
I'm pretty content with that. You got your true, and Captain's got her allegedly. And what? I love it when she says her. What?
No, I mean, everything is like, I mean, you know. But there's probably some more in there. I don't realize it.
No, what and allegedly is one of my favorite from yours.
Yeah, I like it when JLB goes, "What?"
What? With
It's
her
like in a
little like
funny voice. Yeah.
with her accent, with her like Dominican New York accent.
Bronx,
What?
Bronx,
Bronx.
Bronx.
So,
Well,
yeah,
I
and
hope
if we
everybody stays warm. We're supposed to be having -17 over here tomorrow. I don't know
What
what that's
the
like.
fuck?
Mhm. True.
What the fuck?
And by the way, if we have any listeners in like New York City, hit me up because I'm gonna be going to a Knicks game in a couple weeks. So yeah, I'll be in town. Holler at your boy.
What?
I could probably see you in New York City, Shabooty.
You're gonna be up there?
Well, I mean, if I can, I will. New
True.
York is not that far off from me. It's 2 hours, but
Mhm. Sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the dates like
yeah.
on podcast, but I'll tell you when I'm up there privately. But yeah, I'll be in the next couple weeks. I'll be at a Knicks game and I'll be up there for several days and shit. But anyway, yeah. So
So enjoy your Super Bowl, guys. I'm not a
yeah,
football
Yeah,
fan. I
I
I
just
just want
did.
to
watch.
watch it for Bad Bunny.
I watch like the Super Bowl games or the playoffs and things like that. World Series baseball. I only watch the finale games,
Mhm,
and I'm gonna cheer for the Seahawks because my nephew, my great nephew, he's been
mhm.
dying for the Seahawks to win in his lifetime. So
Oh,
I'm gonna cheer for
he
them.
wasn't alive or he wasn't born yet when
Yeah, well,
the Seahawks
yeah.
won last time.
When was the last time the Seahawks won?
Oh,
It wasn't
fuck.
that long ago, right?
I think it was 10 years ago.
Oh, well, yeah, he might have been too young, but yeah, he was born, but it might have been too young. Might have been like
Well,
7.
I'm I'm gonna root. I'm rooting for the Patriots because do you know what their wide receiver's name is?
Your booty.
It's Kayshawn Booty.
Like, wait, how? Like, I'm like, it can't be Shabooty because you're the one and only
Of
Shabooty.
course, you're the one and only.
It's close though. Kayshawn Booty is very close to Show Booty. Anyway, yeah, so that's really how it's pronounced too. I'm not even being, well, I am being funny, but it is also steeped in fact and truth. So if you look up on YouTube, like Kayshawn Booty, like
So you got to get
highlights,
the jersey then. You got to get a Keyshawn Booty
yeah,
jersey.
the only part that's annoying, this pronunciation is the same, but the spelling is Boutte.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But anyway, all right, well, I don't want to bore people with sports talk.
All right.
So go Pats, and I guess I'm gonna end it if that's cool with y'all.
All right. Stay warm, everybody.
All right, stay warm. We'll talk to you, I guess. Well, I guess I'm trying to think. Oh, sorry. Before I end it, so if Single Life is on Monday, and assuming everyone's around, we'll maybe do like a Single Life post Single Life podcast that night if everyone's around. So anyway, we'll see.
I'm
Okay.
gonna see if it's on the listings or on the TV guide. And sorry to bore everybody again, but Seattle last won the the Super Bowl in 2014. So my apologies. I said 10 years ago.
Okay, 2014. Oh, okay.
True.
Well, he wasn't that young, but he was young. He was too young to cheer for the team, but yeah. All right.
All right. All right. I'm gonna end it now. We're probably boring people.
Hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna end out with just thank you everybody for listening to 90 Fiance Fridays on
Friday.
Friday.
Peace out, everybody.
Good
Peace out.
night. Stay
Nice
safe,
weekend.
everybody.
Nice
Bye.
weekend. Bye.
Bye.